Okay guys, how we doing today? I'm here making a little video for you. I'm going to show you how to set up a tap in a collet chuck. Okay, a collet chuck is one of these holders, and we put a collet inside and then the tool, and I'm going to show you how to put all that together. We always want to try and make sure we use the shorter collet chucks, not the big long ones that are way out here. That just makes things a little bit harder on everyone, and so we want to try and use these whenever we have them. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to take off the collet nut. Okay, collet nut always needs to be cleaned inside. Doesn't hurt to take an air hose, blow it all out. Take your finger, give it a wipe. Always give it a wipe in here and make sure that everything is nice and clean. Dirt is something that actually has a dimension. If you took a chip and measured it with a micrometer, you'll see that it has a dimension and it will screw things up. Collets, we call them 75T collets. This is a tap collet. The difference between this and a normal collet is that get a normal one. The tap collet has a slotted section in the back that the square of the tap is going to fit into. Whereas a normal collet, if you look at it all around the diameter, there's no slot cut through it. Okay, so this one has an actual square slot cut right through the entire collet. Okay, so when you take that and you insert a tap into that, you push this in, it's going to stop. You spin it, and then it will find the square in there, and you can actually see the tap push through to the back side, and this will not spin anymore. So if it's down here and you didn't get it into the square, it still spins. That means it's not loaded correctly. You push it in and then let it fall into that slot, and then you'll know. Then you can't spin it anymore. You'll know it's correctly put into the holder, into the collet. When we put these together, the collet has to go into the collet nut. We put that together by either putting it together, take your hand and just squish it. It makes a little click, and then it won't fall out, and it can spin. Then you know it's correctly put together. Okay, I'm going to take it apart now just by pushing my thumb down on that side of it. And another way you can put it together, some of them are a little bit harder to do than these. You put this in, kind of just sit it right down on a table somewhere, and put your hand right on top, and it clicks. You know you have it put together. You can spin it, doesn't fall out. That is correctly put together. If you don't do that, you will ruin the tool. So it's very important that this is assembled correctly before you put it into the holder. Now I can put my tap into it. I'm making sure I have the correct size. If you look at this one, you can see that it actually says a 3/8. So that means that this collet is not for necessarily a 3/8 diameter round. It's for a 3/8 tap. Okay, there's a difference between tap collets and regular fractional collets. Okay, so now I can put this in, and I'm going to turn it and let it seat, and now I can see that it's come all the way through, so I know I have that set up correctly. And I'm going to assemble this. Get it hand tight. Take my spanner wrench, right? My spanner wrench has a little tang on it. We're going to take that tang, we're going to insert it into one of these splines, and we're going to turn this clockwise and just get it tight. And that tap, now you couldn't pull that out of there no matter what you do. So this is how you should set up a tap whenever you're going to use a tap in the CNC milling machine. And to take it apart is simply the reverse process. Take the tang of the spanner wrench, you turn it counterclockwise. It's going to unlock, and it's loose, but I can't turn it because you have to do it a second time. Now it's loose, the tap will come out. We're going to remove the collet nut. We're going to remove the collet. We're going to put the nut back on, and we're going to return this to the tool cabinet. We're going to put this where the tap collets go, and we're going to return our tap to the crib. Okay, And that's what you need to do every single solitary time you put one of these tools together. Any questions? Go out and see any of the instructors in the shop. We'd be more than glad to help you with this. Have a good day.